it's like the first time you walk into a room at a party and everyone's like, oh, Kevin's here! When you have your breakthrough moment, like, Kevin! And then the next time you walk in, they're like, sup?
Yeah.
And then the third time you walk in, they're like, so what do you want to do tomorrow? You got and they're just talking. And you're like, but I'm here. And you used to, so I was dealing with that moment in my life. And so that song's really special to me. And I sent it to Phoebe and said it would mean the world to me if you would do this as a duet. Because I really wanted another female artist who I loved to sing it with me, because I think it has a very female artist perspective that we go through that experience. And her response was, I've been waiting for this text my entire life. I was like, yes.
And I just picked my favorites because, you know, I've loved so many different kinds of music, and I've never really been genre specific as far as what I listen to. So there's always like a favorite song of mine from a certain area. And you know, it's really fun to do like a few every night. Like, you know, in California, I do like God Only Knows by the Beach Boys, and then Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani.
I'm Taylor. I want to say thank you so much to Billboard for giving me this honor, for naming me as their Woman of the Decade. So what does it mean to be the woman of this decade? Well, it means I've seen a lot. When this decade began, I was 20 years old, and I had put out my self-titled debut album when I was 16, and then the album that would become my breakthrough album, which was called Fearless. And I saw that there was a world of music and experience beyond country music that I was really curious about. I saw pop stations send my songs Love Story and You Belong With Me to #1 for the first time.
Hey, we all know Taylor come up with an amazing banger, and personally I love the aesthetic of her new album, and you can get more of her aesthetics by buying some of her rarest merch from Swiftielogy.com.
You haven't toured in like 4 years. We want you to...
I think I should do it.
Are we talking sooner than later?
I mean, you know, I should do it.
Yeah. When it's time, you'll let us know.
When it's time, we'll do it. I miss it. I really miss it. I miss, you know, when you write songs and you're proud of the songs and you have the fans reacting.
Yeah.
The most potent way that you can see them react is when you're looking into their faces. Do you know what I mean? I miss that a lot.
Most fun for you to perform?
I really like Better Than Revenge. It's a song off of the album Speak Now, and it's about a girl who stole my boyfriend. And I got mad. And I wrote a song about it. And we do this, like, it's just furious and angry and fun, and like we have this gigantic bridge that drops down from the ceiling, and me and my two backup singers are on the bridge just like throwing our hair around and headbanging. And so that's a really fun one to do. And for me, they're all really, I think Dear John has a fun payoff.
Yeah.
If you go see the show, I really love singing that, because in the end it's got this, you know, pyro-filled payoff in the end.
We can see it says woodveil there in the tree. Now, online, people are going nuts now, saying that's the third album. You've not just recorded 2 albums, you're going for a third, and the third will be called Woodveil.
Basically, when I was making Folklore, the album that came out back in July, I was too afraid to even unveil the title of the album to even my closest teammates in management. I didn't tell anybody the album title until right before it came out. And so I came up with a fake code name that had the same amount of letters as Folklore, chose a random name, chose Woodveil, wanted to see how it would look on the album covers, mocked them up, and then decided I don't actually want to have a title on the album covers. And we forgot to take the fake code name off of one of them.
And they all went to Nashville. So I made up this demo CD of me singing karaoke music and went to Nashville with my mom, and she would like park outside record labels, and I would run in and be like, hey, I'm Taylor, I'm 11. I want a record deal, call me, you know. And that didn't work, obviously, but it did teach me that I needed to be different, you know, and that they saw that kind of thing every day.
As far as the sound.
Absolutely. I definitely did have a goal for this album, and that was for it to be sonically cohesive, which for me meant that it had a distinct sound to it. I want for my fans to hear a song from this record and know that it doesn't belong on any other one of my albums, that it solely belongs on this one. And one of the huge influences on the sound of this album was late 80s pop, like Peter Gabriel and Annie Lennox and the Eurythmics and, you know, Madonna, Like a Prayer, and Fine Young Cannibals, She Drives Me Crazy. Like, songs like that that were taking such risks at that time, production-wise. They were trying out all kinds of different production styles and drum sounds and vocal sampling. I love it.